Welcome, dear students, to my class. Teacher's identity, the picture of myself, and I am Hamid Bhia, head of the Department of English, Langudur Government College, Langudur. Today's topic is changing sentences. There is simple, compound, and complex. One will be given to you in the question paper, and there will be an order after the sentence. That is, if it is given in the simple form, then you may be called to change it into a compound form, or maybe in complex form. So the changing sentences according to the structures. Next, simple sentence. You can see there is a definition of simple sentence. The sentence which contains only one clause is called a simple sentence. Do you understand? There will be no conjunction, subordinating conjunction, or coordinating conjunction. A simple sentence must have a subject and a verb, and that's a clause. That's why it will be a simple sentence. For example, being ill, she could not go to college. This sentence does not contain any conjunctions, so it is a simple sentence. You can understand, being ill, অসুস্থ হয়ে she could not go to college. She college যেতে পারে না, অর্থাৎ অসুস্থ হওয়ার জন্য সে কলেজ যেতে পারে না. In the next slide, we are getting complex sentence. The sentence which contains an independent clause and a subordinate clause is called a complex sentence. That means complex means two part of sentence. There will be one part will be independent and another part or clause will be subordinating. Subordinate clause will depend on the independent clause, or you can say independent clause and another one is dependent clause. So these two type of clauses will be added in the sentence, and there will be a conjunction. So that's subordinating conjunction. This sentence will be called a complex sentence. Example, look at the example. As she was ill, she could not go to college. You can see the previous sentence was in a simple form, and now it is in complex form. So what is could you tell me the subordinate conjunction here? At the very beginning, as a conjunction here is used, and the two part is, you can see she was ill. This is independent. She was ill. This is she could not go to. She was independent. This is subordinating clause, and the completion dependent and the independent clause is she could not go to school. This is independent. So independent and dependent, accordingly, this becomes a complex sentence. So two parts will be in the complex sentence. Now the compound sentence. This sentence contains two independent clauses joined together with coordinating conjunction is called a compound sentence. You can understand there will be two independent clauses, or that means the each clauses will be independent. There will be no dependency on the one on another clauses. So this is compound sentence. Example, she was ill and she did not go to school. You can tell it in this way, but there is as the subject same person, so the subject should not be repeated, and that will be odd looking, but that will also be correct. You can say she was ill, and you can also say she did not go to college. Now in a formal way, she was ill and did not go to school. There is no dependency of each one to another on another. So this is a same compound sentence. Now pair work, you are getting in pair work, identifying the following words. You just find out the sentence belongs to which part, which structures. The first one is, though he had umbrella, he could not he got drenched. Another one is, it rains heavily in the rainy season. And the last one is, do it or you will be punished. Dear students, could you identify the sentences? Let's try on. And the answer, the time is very short, so I'm giving answers for you. You will try like this. First one, though he had umbrella, he got drenched. It is complex. Why it is complex? You can see here is a subordinate conjunction, that is though. Though makes a relation between the two parts of the sentences. So this is complex sentence, and it rains heavily in the rainy season. It's a simple sentence because there is no conjunction. Any type of conjunction absent is absent here, so it is a simple sentence. And the third one is though it or you will be punished. It is compound. Why it belongs to compound? Because there is a coordinating conjunction. There is or. We know coordinating conjunctions are mainly three types. There is and, or, but. So you can understand the sign and the signs of the of different structures. Now some rules, some clues. You see there is a structure, there is a table, complex, compound and simple. For your better understanding, this table will help you. Though, but, though will be transferred into but, then it will be compound. If it is changed in a simple sentence, we have to use in spite of. The sense will be similar sense in the sentences. So the structure you can memorize: though, but, in spite of. In a similar way, as, since, when, it will be and the simple will be verb plus ing. If it is seasonal, then when, then compound will be and the during or in will be in simple form. The last one, who, if it is for the for a person, it will be who, and then compound will be and the simple will be verb plus ing. This structure is given for you to make you make it easy. Example, look at an example here. He worked hard but could not succeed in life. This sentence is a compound sentence because we are getting coordinating conjunction but in the middle. Now it is ordered, there is an order to make it a complex. You see, answer though. Could you recognize the previous structure? Though, but, in spite of. That was the structure of the and then so though he worked hard, he could not succeed in life. It is a complex sentence. Now group word, following sentence: in spite of having quality, he did not get job. It is a simple sentence if you can recollect the structure of the previous slide. In spite of, now it is, there is an order of complex. To make it a complex, then you have to change it. So could you, I want to help you telling the clues only. It will be transferred into complex sentence adding though. And and the next one is when Mimi finished her study, she went to school. To order is simple. What will be there will be an ing form. Now look at this answer. Though he had quality, he did not get job. As I told you, and the finishing her study, Mimi went to play. Do you understand? Simple. Summary. Today we have learned about sentences, kinds of sentences according to their structures. Today's class is on the structural changes of sentences, and so we learned different types of sentence according to the structures. Now evaluation. I am giving only one sentence for you. Simple, to make it simple. Order is to make it simple. Though he was ill, he went to college. It is completely a complex sentence. Now try to make it a simple one. Homework, please. And the two homework is given to you. He went to the library and bought a dictionary. To make it simple, you have to use ing form, verb plus ing form. Then the subject will be transferred to the second part. And the second sentence is: since he was ill, he was small, she could not cut wood. This is a reasonal. This first one shows the reasons. So you can make it compound. He was ill and so he could